We are here in San Francisco with Heather and Noel. Welcome. Can you introduce yourself?
Thank you, of course. My name is Heather Cykoski. I am the Senior Vice President for our Industrial and Process Automation business in North America.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Noel Phillips. I am the Senior Vice President of the Americas for Aveva.
All right, thank you for that introduction. Now, you're sitting here, there's been a merger. Maybe talk a little bit about some of the, how do your customers extract more value from this marriage between Aveva and Schneider? And if I paraphrase the comment I've heard is Aveva and Schneider, 1 + 1 make that 3. How do we make it 3 for the customers?
Heather, you want to start?
So maybe I'll just start because I think this is a little bit serendipitous. Noel and I started our careers together 25 years ago, both of us at Invensys. So I'm now 60 days with Schneider Electric, and it's such a delight to come back and join a trusted partner and a friend as we look at not only this partnership, but also an opportunity to serve our shared customers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like anything else you want to add there?
It's a small world. Like I haven't seen Heather in what 20 something years. Yeah, and now we're back working together.
Okay, so you were with Invensys prior, and then now Aveva sort of also includes Invensys. Okay, makes sense.
Yep.
Maybe talk a little bit about. I understand about the smart factory, and I visited that. I had the opportunity, and my understanding that you're trying to package into something that other customers can learn from. What does that mean? Is there a product number? How soon can we see something like that?
So,
go ahead.
The Smart Factory in Lexington is actually very real, and we have brought many customers through. I believe you have also seen the facility as well. It's a bit of, I like to use the term, drinking our own champagne, where we have gone through the digitization journey ourselves. It's incredible to be able to see a factory that's been existing for so long. And then for a specific example, we've got a gentleman that's been working there for over 45 years who doesn't even have a cell phone, and he's working in the most automated, digitized factory in the world. It's a pleasure and an honor to be able to take our customers through there and then show them the journey that we've gone through ourselves and an ability to also offer that to enable their operations.
Yeah, I mean, that plant's a great example of bringing kind of the software pieces together and the automation pieces together in the right way to really make drive the productivity of the plant, right? You can't really do, one without the other, right? You need the automation piece to really kind of gather the data, make sure that you're keeping things in line, and then using the software pieces to really look at your manufacturing, look at your production, and then really optimize it. So that combination of both, that plant's a great example, and of course Schneider's taking those lessons out to the market to help other clients.
Got it. So let's maybe take it a little bit further in terms of are you targeting similar size companies like the Schneider with that sort of a lesson learned? Is that something that you can extract for a small to mid-sized company? Where are you taking that next?
So the obvious overlaps, there's actually 3 different industries where this makes us we're having a demand pull from the market. It's the water wastewater industry, where we both have a massive amount of footprints. They're asking for a combined approach on this out the get-go. Metals, mining, and minerals, just because of how energy intensive the production of our resources are. And then the last one is food and beverage. So those 3 industries, because of the specific challenges that they have, are all asking for a combined approach that makes sense for what they're trying to solve.
Right. Well, I'll just go back to the basic of a few things, because to a lot of people, this smart manufacturing, this digital transformation, it could mean a lot of things. And everybody's in a different journey. Some very advanced, some are very basic. But what is it, right? It's so hard to get your hands on it. And maybe explain to some of the viewers that how do you turn their back? Some large companies are very well advanced. You've referenced some. I talked to some of the folks from a large mining company that was fully remotely controlled with some of the Schneider software in Australia. But what about others that may not even know? What new value can you extract?
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, you really need to start with the culture and the people, right? Because if people are ready for that change, if they're ready for that next step, and they're open to really thinking about doing their business and really different and dynamic ways, that's the opportunity to really leverage technologies and processes that are probably very vastly different from what you've traditionally been doing. Without that culture, you're likely to have missteps, right? Without the change management and the people on board really kind of driving that change, yeah, you might be able to take advantage of some stuff, but not the full breadth of the capabilities of automations or the software that's out there. But yeah, it's really kind of a cultural piece.
Agree. And digital transformation is definitely about the people. And you said it earlier in the opening that when I think of digital transformation, I also think of sustainability, because it's the trifecta, it's the three parts. It's automation, it's electrification, digitization, and that is what equals sustainability.
Got it. Thank you. So, just if you were to predict, how far are we before we see sort of those lessons learned? What exactly would we see? Is it a year from away? Is it a few months?
There's a demand pull from the entire industry to really take advantage of digitization, digital transformation in general, because I think all the clients realize the way that we're doing things now is not going to keep us competitive in the future. And so they're looking at a lot of startups, they're looking at a lot of new entries into the marketplace that might be challenging for their business. And so they realize they need to change in order to be the business that they are, and something maybe even different in the future. It's across all industries.
Yeah, that's great. And it's here today. I think that's what's so exciting as well, to be with Schneider Electric and Aveva, and then especially here at Aveva World today. Conversations that I've had have really struck home. Speaking to individuals, the reason why they partner with our companies is because it's an open-centric platform, both with terms of software and automation. And Noel says it so beautifully that you can't use software without automation, and then automation without software is obviously useless. So this is a partnership, but I think it's an ability for us to innovate and provide the technologies to make a better world. But then again, the conversations that I've had with people here, the reason why that they like it is because it's open, because it's easy to use. They're able to capitalize on their own process know-how or domain expertise to help their organizations strive towards their own sustainability goals. And I think specifically around flue glass technology, which is for plastic recycling. So you can go anything from your own smart factory to process-intense industries like plastic recycling or biofuels.
Well, having worked my entire career with open sort of products, open software, and competing with some of the proprietary, I very much appreciate it, and I'm sure the audience would appreciate it as well. I know a couple of weeks I was in a meeting where we interviewed a couple of end users, their lighthouses, and we said, what got you on that journey? And their flat out said, fear of missing out. So you as Schneider, being able to share the insights, what you're doing internally with the other customer, it puts things in perspective. I think that folks, hey, there's all this value that I had no idea that I could extract. So very much appreciate it and look forward to that next phase.
Absolutely.
Great. And then I think maybe to wrap it up as well, it's no different than the two of us when we were in our 20s. The opportunity to learn from each other and work with each other, and then come back here 25 years later and be a part of shaping this industry. It's an absolute pleasure and honor.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you both for joining.